Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, Shatrughan along with my channel, Spirituality with Shatrughan, Know the Unknown. And you are aware that we are talking about Shiv Puran these days. This is my third video around it, and we did speak about the Shiv Ling last time, and what exactly is the ling, the sign of the god, the sign of Lord Shiva, and how it should be worshipped. Also spoke about the place where the lingam is seated, has to be seated. All right. Now, I'm sure I did tell you that there is definitely a significance of that particular link. Why there is no other god in Hinduism, okay, or in our mythology, who has a link or who has a sign? Why is it only Shiva? Okay, we need to understand that. So the devotees, all right, I am sure before we bow down to the Almighty, before we next time go to the temple, say our prayers, okay, we need to understand that why that particular form was taken. So let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, that there was a war going on between Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma. They were the incarnations, the first ones, all right, who wanted to pass the message to the to each other that I am better than, they are better than each other. All right. So there was a tiff. There was a confrontation. All right, going on between them, and without realizing, there were other deities, demigods. All right, who were worried that what is going to be the outcome in case these two almighties, all right, don't stop. So we need to understand that Lord Shiva need to intervene in order to make these two gods understand that there is no superior other than Lord Shiva himself. So what he did, he manifested himself. The Lord Shiva manifested himself in the form of a pillar which has no beginning and no end. You heard it right, folks. No beginning and no end, right? And then it was a glittering, long, cylindrical pillar, and he, out of his greatness, asked both the lords, Lord Vishnu and Lord Brahma, to go ahead and find the end of this great lingam. And that is when Lord Vishnu started to go deep down below the earth to, and he took a form of a boar, a wild boar, and started digging to understand the end of the lingam. And on the other hand, Lord Brahma, okay, form, manifested himself in a form of a swan and started soaring up high, all right, to understand the end, the top end of the lingam, without realizing that the ultimate god, Lord Shiva, cannot be touched, cannot be understood until and unless he himself warned any person, whether on this planet or outside, you, me, anybody. Okay, so if we will have the blessings, then only we'll be talking about him, discussing him, reading him, writing him, and listening the way we are doing in this particular channel, in this particular video. All right, so it is only and only possible when the Lord Shiva has the blessings on us. So, ladies and gentlemen, we all are very, very grateful. We all are very, very special because through Lord Shiva, we can go ahead and listen to the Shiv Puran. I am nobody. Let me tell you, I always say that I am nobody. I am just a human being, an average human being. But whatever I have learned, I definitely want to pass it on over, to the society, to the kids, to the younger generation, the new generations, that apart from, you know, embracing the westernization, we should understand our culture as well. Hence, it is very important to embrace Hinduism, to embrace Sanatan, to know who we are deep down, and why there is a reason why you, me, and everybody go to temples, why we worship, what is the significance of prayers. So very, very important that we should pass, these facts, learnings, teachings to the upcoming generations. Now, coming back, the Lord Brahma started soaring high, up high, and so does Lord Vishnu deep down. All right, and even after years of, digging, they both could not find the start and the end of the pillar, the so-called lingam, the so-called the sign of God. And then Lord Vishnu, being modest, being wise, decided to go back. So he came back to the point where he started, and then he said, I'm sorry, I am not able to find the far end, the bottom of the lingam. On the other hand, Lord Brahma cunningly stated that he was able to find the end, the top end of the lingam, and hence he is a superior god compared to Lord Vishnu. Lord Vishnu, again being modest, humble, bowed down to Lord Brahma without realizing that Brahma was telling a lie. He could not find the top end because nobody can find the end, the start and end of the lingam. However, Lord Brahma, because he's lied, okay, and he was smiling at that time that Lord Vishnu has bowed down on his knees and has accepted that he is not superior as compared to Lord Brahma. At that point in time, Lord Shiva got really angry. He got agitated. He did not like the fact that the lords, okay, the Lord Brahma, being so very superior, just to win a battle, just to prove his supremacy, lied to the other god. He indeed created another spiritual being by the name of Bhairav, Kal Bhairav, out of his third eye. Yes, you heard it right. Another form of Lord Shiva, Kal Bhairav, created, and he commanded, the Lord Shiva commanded Kal Bhairav to go ahead and behead the Brahmas, the Brahma's face, the Brahma's mouth, which has lied. So let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, earlier, okay, when the Lord Brahma was created out of the navel of Lord Vishnu, again, that's a different story. I definitely will be covering it in the next video. But then what I'm trying to tell you here is that Lord Brahma, which we see, which we worship, has 4 heads, which we have always seen. Ideally, he used to have 5 heads. There was another head at the top, okay? All right, 4 directions, 4 heads, and there was one head here as well, okay? The face here as well. Lord Bhairav. Okay, Kal Bhairav went ahead and chopped off his fifth head, which we don't see. And that is the reason Lord Shiva, okay, out of the felony, which Lord Brahma has done, cursed him that going forward, nobody is going to worship Lord Brahma. There will be no temples. You will be known as a creator. All right. However, Lord Brahma, just because you have lied, people will see you, people will know you as a person, as a creator, but nobody is going to worship you. So that is the harsh reality, ladies and gentlemen, that why we don't have any Brahma temples. Okay, the way we have numerous temples of other gods, demigods, and deities. Think about it. All right. So with this, I'll take your leave. I'm gonna catch you guys again with another fascinating mythological story, including spirituality, so that we can pass the greatness of Hinduism, our religion, to our upcoming generations. So, with this noble thought, I'll take your leave. Please do not forget to like, share, subscribe if you think that I have touched you today and I have tried my best to ensure that people learn, people understand Hinduism, our gods, and our culture. Thank you.